Picture this, you're staring at your property tax bill, and it's bigger than your mortgage payment. Ouch, that really hurts, especially here in Lake County, Illinois. That's not just a nightmare, it's a reality for thousands of people. But what if a short drive across the border could slash that bill in half? Today, we're road tripping through the Midwest, comparing Lake County's sky-high taxes to the greener and cheaper pastures in Wisconsin's Kenosha and Milwaukee, Indiana's Gary and Northwest region, and Michigan's St. Joseph, Benton Harbor, Grand Rapids, and West Coast vibes. Spoiler alert, the savings might make you pack your bags. Let's dive in with facts, stories, and a little bit of sass, because who knew Texas could be this thrilling? First, the villain of our story, Illinois property taxes, particularly in Lake County, with an average effective rate hovering around 2.8%. That's the actual bite after all deductions. Lake County ranks among the nation's priciest. For a median home valued at about $384,000, you're looking at an annual tax bill north of $10,000. That's not pocket change. It's like funding a nice vacation every year, except it's going to schools, roads, and pensions. Illinois as a whole boasts the second highest effective rate in the U.S. at 1.83%, double the national average. Why is it so high? Well, blame it on the fragmented government. Over 8,500 taxing bodies statewide, each nibbling away at all of us. In Lake County alone, schools snag 69% of your bill, while the county gets a measly 7%. Here's some fascinating trivia for you. Illinois flipped from second to first in national rankings for highest taxes in 2025, edging out New Jersey. And, conjecture alert, some locals whisper that unchecked pension debt is the hidden culprit jacking up rates, though that's hard to pin down fully without diving into state budgets. And here's something to show on. If taxes were a sport, Lake County would be the undefeated champ, but no one's cheering from their wallet. Now, let's hop over to Wisconsin, where Kenosha and Milwaukee offer a tempting tease. Kenosha County's effective rate, around 1.76 to 2.06%, a solid drop from Lake's 2.8%. On a $300,000 home, let's standardize for fairness, you'd pay about $5,280 to $6,180 annually, versus Lake County's whopping $8,400. Median home values in Kenosha sit at $317,616, so real bills average $5,500 or so. Milwaukee County clocks in higher at 2.16 to 2.38%, closer to Illinois, but still a win. Think $6,480 to $7,140 on that $300,000 home. Why the relief? Wisconsin caps levy increases and offers homestead credits that shave off $100 to $300. Here's an overlooked angle. Border towns like Kenosha benefit from Illinois shoppers dodging sales tax, boosting local economies without hiking property rates. But trivia, Milwaukee's rate spiked with a 2024 sales tax bump to fund pensions, proving no state's immune. Here's a little humor for you. Crossing into Wisconsin feels like entering a tax spa. Relaxing, but watch out for those cheese curds adding to your waistline. I've had them, they're crunchy, and they squeak. Heading south to Indiana, where Gary and Northwest Indiana, hello Lake County, Indiana, feel like a budget bonanza. The effective rates there, a breezy 1.07% countywide, dipping to 0.98 in some spots, though Gary hits 1.31 due to urban levies. For our $300,000 hypothetical home, that's $3,210 to $3,930 yearly, potentially half of Lake County, Illinois. Median homes in Lake County, Indiana go for $187,400, keeping bills under $2,000 a year. Indiana's secret sauce? Strict 1% cap on residential taxes as a percent of gross assessed value. Plus deductions like homestead that knock off up to $45,000. Simplify with a metaphor. It's like a tax diet. Indiana trims the fat, while Illinois piles on the extras. Here's an insight that most people overlook. Northwest Indiana's proximity to Chicago means commuters save big without losing job access, fueling a migration boom. And here's a fascinating fact for you. Indiana's rates are among the Midwest's lowest, at 0.77 statewide. Indiana's taxes are so fetch, they make Illinois look like that overpriced boutique you regret entering. Let's head eastward to Michigan, starting with Berrien County's St. Joseph and Benton Harbor on the West Coast. Effective rates there, a chill 0.85 to 1.01%, translating to $2,550 to $3,030 on a $300,000 home. Median values are around $183,200, mean bills as low as $1,500. Grand Rapids in Kent County offers 0.89% to 1.19% or $2,670 to $3,570. West Michigan counties like Muskegon, 0.47% to 1.37%. Ottawa, around 1%. In Allegan, it varies but averages under 1.5%. Michigan's Proposal A caps annual assessment hikes at 5% or inflation, whichever is lower, a buffer against market spikes. From another angle, lakefront perks in St. Joe make it a lifestyle upgrade, not just a tax dodge. And here's some trivia. Benton Harbor's revitalization with projects like Whirlpool's campus keeps rates stable despite growth. And here's some conjecture. Michigan's no-fault auto insurance reforms might indirectly ease tax pressures by freeing up household budgets, but that's unverified speculation. Stories always bring this home. Take Reddit user IndieMover2023. Moved from Illinois to Indiana. Property taxes dropped from $8,000 to $2,500 on a similar house. Best decision ever. Or Chicago and Sarah, who told the Tribune, we fled to Kenosha for the schools and halved our tax bill. Now we afford family vacations. In Michigan, a Grand Rapids transplant quipped on a forum, Illinois taxes were killing us. Here, we bought lakefront for what we'd pay in taxes alone. Data backs it up. Illinois lost 56,000 residents net in 2024, many to these states, with taxes cited as the top culprit. Anecdote, one family from Lake County moved to Gary, saving $5,000 a year, but joked about trading Chicago deep dish for Hoosier hospitality. And here's a little sass, if taxes were a bad X, these moves are the ultimate glow-up. Beyond dollars, consider trade-offs. Illinois' high taxes fund top-tier schools and infrastructure, which some border areas lack. But here's something that's overlooked. Moving might mean higher income taxes. In Wisconsin, it's up to 7.65%, or sales taxes in Indiana, which are 7%. Michigan's West Coast offers environmental perks like cleaner air and beaches, but commutes could add gas costs. Here's some insight. Border economies thrive on tax refugees, boosting home values in Kenosha by 4.5% annually. In the tax tango, Lake County leads with a heavy step, while neighbors dance a little bit later. Savings of 30 to 60% await border crossers, but you have to weigh the full life swap before making a decision. And here's some insight for you. Borders aren't barriers, they're opportunities for fiscal freedom. So, thanks for joining the trek. Who says luxury travel has to cost a fortune? Discovering Travel Bliss reveals the secrets to experiencing 5-star treatment without the 5-star price tag. Learn how to score upgrades, access exclusive experiences, and indulge in luxury for less. From hidden gem boutique hotels to insider tips for first-class flights, this book is your key to unlocking a world of affordable luxury. Elevate your travel experience without emptying your bank account. Get your copy today.